Boker Tov Yeladim. Good morning, everybody.
Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom Yeshua and Hadassah.
This is Hannah.
Nana.
Tommy's gonna be right here in a minute.
All right. Lara Land, you start us off. Yeshua starts off with some prayer. Lara's do the Shema. And Hadassah do the Ten Commandments.
Thank you, Lord, for this day, for giving us. Please help us when we learn more and that we could obey your word and that we could listen and obey and honor you and that we can please worship you and make you happy and make the other parents happy too. And make that we have all our stuff and will be in your Bible and Yeshua's name. Amen. Amen. Shema Israel Yehovah Eloheinu Yehovah Echad Baruch Shem Kebo Makueto Leolam Baye Israel, the Lord our God is one God. And you like who saw the God of Egypt, do not have any others beside my face. Idols beside my face. Do not take the name of the Lord in vain. Keep the Sabbath holy. Honor your mother and father. Do not murder. Do not commit adultery. Do not steal. Do not lie. Do not covet.
Amen. Give Hadassah the wiggly fingers. Everybody wiggly fingers. Wiggly, jiggly, wiggly, wiggly, jiggly, 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 wiggly, joo. All right. All right, we're going to be moving on in our studies today. We're going to be talking about Yaakov and his dream. All right, Ali Mae, read us verse 12. Parasha 28, verse 12.
He dreamt that there before him was a ladder resting on the ground with its top reaching to heaven, and the angels of Adonai were going up and down it.
Thank you, Ali Mae. Thank you. Ellie Shava, let's start out with you this morning. Good morning. What is a dream? What is a dream?
What's a dream? Say good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's a dream? Okay. When you go to sleep, you have dreams.
I have a lot of dreams I have.
Say that again.
I have a lot of dreams.
Well, what is a dream?
Sometimes.
Explain what you have a lot of.
Okay, you get when you have dreams. Right, when you get dreams when you're awake or sleeping.
I'm sleeping.
Okay, say.
I was sleeping. I had a dream.
Okay, did you have a dream about a hamburger?
I was dreaming of food.
You dream about French fries?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, Hadassah, can you tell me what a dream is?
A dream is like something that is in your head
What
when
do
you're
you mean?
sleeping.
Something that's in your head when you're sleeping, like what?
Like you like a story, like you're imagining like a story. You're like imagining in your head, and then did you have like you're in somewhere in a place that you hadn't been before, but it was just a dream.
Oh, okay. So it's a story in your head when you're sleeping. All right. Shmuel, tell me what a dream is, Shmuel.
Dream is a night. It came from your head, and it gives you the dreams and bad dreams. And
You,
the brain has dreams.
you tell me, I'm trying to understand what a dream is, and you're using the word dream in the definition. You can't do that. It doesn't work because I'm trying to understand what is a dream. Well, explain to me what a dream is, Shmuel.
Let's do it simple. Did Hadassah has a dream, but it's good.
Can you see Hadassah's dream?
No,
Why can't you see Hadassah's dream?
because it's inside your brain.
What's inside your brain?
The dreams. The dreams.
The dream? Okay. All right. Yeshua, can you explain to us what a dream is?
A dream is like a story in your head.
When you're running around playing outside?
No, like it's there's not a story like outside like your parents read to you. It's a story that that you guys that when you're sleeping it comes to your head.
Who put it there?
God,
Why?
because he wanted it to.
Well, why would he want to put a dream in your head? Why would he want to put a story in your head while you're sleeping? Aren't you supposed to be sleeping? You're not supposed to be paying attention to anything?
Yeah, but it's for I guess for you for dreaming is for you to concentrate or continue sleeping more, like making more sleep.
Okay. That was good, Yeshua. That was good. Good answer. Lev, what is a dream? Because we're going to be talking about this dream. So explain to me what you think is a dream.
A dream is something that God gives you when you are asleep. If it's what God wants to show you, when you're asleep.
Why?
It's an image in your mind.
It's a single picture?
Maybe. Dreams can come in different ways. It doesn't always have to be like a video in your mind.
Well, what other ways do they come in?
They come in like, I'm guessing, they come in everything. Like they come in like they can even come in just single pictures.
Okay, like a still, like a photograph or something?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay. Why would God give you a photograph instead of a video? Would there be a difference that you know about?
I guess so.
Have you ever gotten a photograph dream?
Yeah.
So it was just a picture, and it wasn't any action. It was just a picture.
Well, sometimes God just shows you like just one single image, and that's your dream.
Oh, okay. All right, Victoria. What is a dream and what is its purpose?
A dream is like a little movie, I guess you could say, in your head when you go to sleep. And God sometimes uses those dreams to send a message to you.
Why didn't he just talk to you when you're you know sitting at your desk?
Um, I mean, maybe like he did send a sign, like maybe you were on your computer and he sent like a sign somewhere on your computer, but like I mean through a movie maybe or something, but and you didn't notice. So I think it's easier for like us to notice his messages through a dream because then we'll be thinking about that dream like all day.
Did you have any dreams last night?
I don't remember them.
So why does he send sometimes dreams that you don't remember? Do you always have dreams or no? No, you only have dreams sometimes.
No, you have dreams every day, but not always you remember it.
Why?
Um, I'm not sure actually, but like now that like I think about it, I feel like he gave us dreams to like not be bored in our sleep, so then we're entertained, I guess.
Not be bored in your sleep, but you're sleeping.
Yeah, I know, but like maybe I don't know.
Okay. Let's see, Allie Mae. Allie Mae, what's a dream?
A dream is basically like what they said, like a movie or a video in your head.
A video in your head. What do you get them during the day?
Um, I have before.
What do you mean you have before?
Dreams, mostly dreams are when you sleep. Dreams are when you sleep.
Okay, did you have any dreams last night?
I probably did. I just don't remember them.
Well, why is it sometimes you remember them and sometimes you don't?
Um, maybe it's because some are more important. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there's some God wants you to remember and some that He doesn't.
Why would he send you a dream that you don't remember?
I don't know.
Seems kind of random, don't you think?
Yeah,
Why would he do something like that?
mm,
Is there a reason?
maybe I just don't know what the reason is.
All right, let me ask Mia. Mia Wiachiapedia. What is a dream and what is its purpose?
So a dream is it's something that it's something from your imagination that occurs in your head, but that you see in your mind when you're sleeping. And it's kind of like how most people said that it's kind of like a little movie, and it kind of isn't because you can see it, and it looks. Sometimes it can be very vivid to the point that when you wake up, you think it happened, but then once you like fully wake up, you're like,
Okay, so did you have any dreams last night? And did you have a dream last night? Don't hear you. You muted it again. There you go. Didn't hear you at all. I heard you at the beginning, but now you're muted and I don't hear you at all.
yeah, I couldn't hear you before.
All right, now I hear you. Did you have any dreams last night?
I don't remember having any.
Well, why is it sometimes that you get some that you remember and some that you don't?
I don't know. I mean, it could be just that maybe I did dream and I was just too tired to even remember it.
Okay. All right. All right. So now that we talked about dreams, so that we all understand, from the littlest of us to the teenagers, we all need to understand what dreams are and that God gives them. So let's see. Victoria, read verse 12 again, please. 2012.
He dreamt that there before him was a ladder resting on the ground with its top reaching to heaven, and the angels of Adonai were going up and down on it.
All right. Thank you, Victoria. Now, we'll go back to Lara Land. We'll start there and then go back then over to Elisheva. Hadassah, what's a ladder? What's the purpose of a ladder?
A ladder is like that you a ladder is like something that you use to climb on.
Okay, a ladder is something you use to climb on. You put it on the ground and you climb on the ground up with it?
You just put the ladder on the feet of the ladder on the ground, and then you climb up.
So you lean it against something or something like that?
No, you don't lean on it. You just climb on it.
It stands by itself, a ladder, you think?
Well, it can't stand by itself if it's not hanging.
Okay, so it's on the ground. Okay, Yeshua's got his hand up. Yeshua, what's a ladder?
A ladder is something that you use to climb with.
Climb trees with it?
Yeah, if there's a cat on it.
There's a what on?
If there's a cat on the tree.
Well, how did the cat get in the tree?
They could climb.
Then can it climb back down?
Sometimes there's a dog guarding the bottom of the tree.
Well, then don't you think you should leave the cat in the tree instead of getting it out of the tree with the ladder?
You have to be kind to cats.
What'd you say?
You have to be kind to cats and animals.
You have to be kind to cats and animals. Okay. Elisheva, what's a ladder? What's the purpose of a ladder?
It's to go up and down.
To go up and down what?
Maybe you should go up to get things to come in.
It go up.
No, listen. A ladder. Daddy uses a ladder to what? To go up and get things. Say a ladder is a tool. Hey, a ladder is a tool.
A ladder is a tool.
To climb.
Okay.
They climb to get stuff.
Okay, very good, very good. All right. So now we all understand that a ladder is a tool to get things. Lev, why do you think Jehovah put a ladder in Yaakov's dream? What do you think the purpose of this ladder is, Lev?
Maybe they had a message. Maybe the Lord was sending them down to give a message to Yaakov.
Okay, with all the angels?
Well, I mean, maybe it had a meaning to it, but to me this meaning is unknown. But maybe the Lord had a message for Yaakov, and maybe some were going down to give the message, but maybe some were going up representing something. I do not know if this is a foreshadow of someone, but this is weird.
This is weird. Okay, so you think each angel had one word in the message, so it was like, so one angel had the word and the next one angel had the word the, and the third angel had the word Jehovah. So you get the three and the Jehovah. Is that what you're thinking here?
No, I don't think it's like that. Maybe they had different messages for Yaakov.
So they were bringing a bunch of messages, you think?
I'm guessing.
Why are they on a ladder? Don't the angels have wings and can they just fly instead of walking down on a ladder?
Maybe the ladder has a meaning. Maybe the ladder's representing the glory of God coming down to Yaakov.
So the ladder, now that's an interesting thought, Lev. Okay, I'll come back to you. Victoria, why do you think the angels are coming? Says the angels of Jehovah were going up and down on this ladder. What's the purpose of the ladder, Victoria?
I think maybe that like maybe that he has to like basically go up to like his goals and achieve things for God, maybe. And that'll get him to heaven.
He's got to do these goals, but the angels are going up and down the ladder, not Yaakov.
Oh. Then um then maybe like the angels are like coming down from heaven to maybe help Yaakov or give him blessings and like help him with things, and then like they're going up and down, maybe.
Okay, so you think the angel's there to help him? I don't know. It's kind of interesting since he just lied to his father who he was. Hmm. Allie Mae. Wow, big yawn. There's gigantic mouth. Giganto mouth. What do you think the purpose of the angels are, Allie Mae? Of the, it said the ladder resting on the ground and its top reaching heaven, and the angels of Jehovah were going up and down on it. In the picture, it sort of looks like stairs. So, but it said the ladder. So, why are the angels going up and down on it?
Maybe they were going between earth and heaven. Like, I mean,
Okay.
like some were coming down to earth and some were going up to heaven.
So they were changing the changing of the guard. They were changing their jobs.
Yeah, maybe.
So why is this in Yaakov's dream? I mean, your thought is plausible, but so why is he having a dream of them changing of the guard? You know, they got some going back up to heaven and others down here to protect check the rock there or something. What do you think?
Mhm. I don't know why he had the dream though. I yeah,
Maybe it's because he was hungry. He's having this weird dream.
I can see that. I don't know.
You need coffee. Hey, Mia, what do you think? Uh, the angels, you know, it's an interesting thing. You know, we're taking our time this morning on this ladder. You know, he dreamt that there was a ladder before him was a ladder and resting on the ground, and with its top reaching to heaven, and the angels of Jehovah were going up and down on it. What? Why don't they have a rope? Wouldn't that be cool? All the angels coming down.
Or a fire pole like in the firehouse.
Whee!
The ones that, but then how are the angels gonna get back up the pole?
They got wings.
I know. Just but then it wouldn't say angels going up the pole then. It'd say flying up and then down, angels flying down.
Well, if you
Anyway,
know how to do it, you can climb up using your hands and feet. They teach that in the army.
maybe inch up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, so the ladder, it's got to represent something about a connection between heaven and earth. Because a ladder is used to go from your starting point, which would be someplace lower, to a very high place, and the ladder is the connection in between. And if you take that ladder out, you are gonna have to find another way to get from your starting point to the end point. A ladder can represent a connection maybe between heaven and earth. And maybe because God has his covenant with Abraham and Yitzhak and now Yaakov. Maybe now because of this, this covenant is connecting him and his chosen people.
Okay, so the ladder is a covenant between heaven and the chosen people. Okay,
Hold on,
that's
can I say something?
sure.
No, I didn't say that the ladder represented the covenant. I was saying it could probably look, it can be something to maybe signify like a connection, maybe some sort of connection between heaven and earth, or God and the people. Maybe a connection.
Okay, maybe a connection. I think I'm leaning towards that. Okay, the ladder. When you use a ladder, everybody listen up now. Okay, we've gone around the room. Okay, the ladder is something that connects two things. It connects a lower thing to a higher thing. Or if your buildings are close together, you can take a ladder to go between the two roofs if you got flat roofs. Okay, you can connect from one place to another. So a ladder is a connecting place. So in dream, now this is Jacob, the son of the promise. He got the birthright for the bowl of chili and a lentil stew. Chili. I think it should have been chili. All right. So he gets the birthright for bowl lentil stew. And now he's leaving because his brother wants to murder him. Okay, because he was angry that Yaakov got the blessing, even though he deserved to get the blessing. But he should have been more honest. Okay, tricking his father was not a good thing. Okay, because then he could just told his father, "I got the birthright. Esau sold it to me, and that's that." All right, so now he left his home. He's never going to see his mother again. Okay. He left his home. He's now all alone. He's got his head on the rock, his body in the dirt, and he dreamed before him there was a ladder resting on the ground and with its top reaching to heaven. So let's think about this. Let's go to Yeshua first. And then we'll go to Elisheva first. Elisheva, how high do you think the ladder went? Because it rested on the ground and the top of the ladder reached heaven. How high do you think heaven is?
Really high.
Really high? Like how 50 bajillion feet?
How many feet?
A lot of feet.
But give a number.
Like 11.
11 feet?
Yeah, like all the way up.
You mean 11,000 feet?
So do you think the ladder's
It's 11,000 feet.
11,000 feet? So do you think the ladder's taller than your house?
Is the ladder taller than your house?
No, there's like 1, 2.
No, well, it's 11,000 feet. Just think that's from here all the way up to that tree in front of our house.
Wow.
Is that tree bigger than our house? Yes.
It's a small house.
Well, yeah, the house is small in front of the tree.
I just want a bigger one.
This house is big enough.
Okay. So you think the ladder is bigger?
House.
Okay. All right. That's good. All right. Let's go over to Hadassah. Hadassah, how tall do you think the ladder is? How high do you think you have to go to get to heaven?
I think that is 200. The ladder's tall.
200 what tall?
200 tall.
200 what inches?
No, 200 tall. 200 feet.
200 feet. That's pretty tall. Would you climb up a 200-foot ladder?
I cannot, because heaven is in outer space, and I might die in outer space.
You think outer space? You think outer space is at 200 feet?
But it's really tall. It's very far away from our house. Yeah.
Okay, so you think it's over? You think heaven is 200 feet tall?
Yeah.
What about you, Shmooey? Shmooey, what do you think? How tall do you think this ladder is? It reached to heaven.
I think 12 feet.
12 feet. But Hadassah said it was 200 feet.
It looked like 12 feet.
Do you think the ladder was taller than your house?
No.
So you think the top of your house reaches heaven?
No.
Well, it said the ladder reached heaven. So you said the ladder was 12 feet tall. I think your house is higher than 12 feet tall, right?
I think.
What do you think?
I think yes.
Okay, what do you think, Yeshua? How tall do you think this ladder is, Yeshua? 12 feet, 200 feet? Higher than that? What do you think? Taller than your dad?
I think it would be 1,000 feet tall. And
100,000 feet? 100,000 feet?
more.
That's pretty high. How fast do you think these angels are coming down on those stairs then?
I guess a lot.
All right, so Hadassah said 1,000 feet. Shmooey said 12 feet. Yeshua says 100,000 feet.
Seven
Okay. Let's see what Lev thinks. Lev said it was resting on the ground. The ladder was resting on the ground. What does the word resting mean?
Resting means like, well, there's two meanings for resting. There's one meaning which means to sleep,
Yeah.
and another meaning which means to basically it's
It's just gonna be like
it's
there on
just
the
gonna
ground.
be like it's gonna be settling on the ground.
Maybe I don't know. It's gonna be touching the ground.
Like it's gonna be like this, but it has to be a little bit it has to be a little tilted because this high up would this way it would people would be able to climb down, but they would have to like arch their body a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so how high do you think the ladder went to reach heaven? What's your thought? Because Hadassah said 1,000, Shmooey said 12, Yeshua said 100,000. Where do you sit on this whole ladder thing?
I'm thinking I don't know if this is even a number, but
Septillion is a unit.
yeah, I know. But I'm thinking maybe a zillion feet tall. If that,
Zillion, a
if that,
zillion.
well, you can't even reach heaven with the highest building in New York.
You can't.
Since Shmooey said 12 feet, that would be heaven would be about on
Above the
top
house.
of above their house.
Then you have angels going up and down.
Yeah, the attic would probably be in heaven.
Yeah. hmm So I'm
Okay.
thinking septillion, or I'm thinking a zillion because heaven is out of heaven is higher than space. I'm thinking
Yeah.
heaven's higher than space.
Heaven's higher than space. Okay. So you're thinking a gazillion feet. What do you think, Victoria? We got 1,000, 12, 100,000, a gazillion. What do you think? How high do you think to reach heaven is?
Heaven is very, very, very high.
You got a camera?
It's 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 past like 2 billion, like it's really high, 2 billion feet. Like I don't really know like how you would explain its height, but basically what Lev said.
2 billion, a gazillion. Left said a gazillion. Well, these
Yeah,
angels,
gazillion.
how are the angels getting up and down the ladder then? That's good. Don't you think that's going to take a while to get from heaven to earth? You know, you're traveling, even if you're doing 60 miles an hour coming down those stairs, it's going to still take a long time.
Yep, it would take a very long time, but I don't think that like they mind, they're angels. And they're probably fast too, so
So if heaven is a gazillion feet away from us, how is God hearing our prayers then?
well, he doesn't need to be like close to us to hear it. Like he just knows what we're thinking and all that. So like he doesn't have to be next to us.
But he's a gazillion miles away, you just said.
Yes, but that doesn't like interfere with his hearing.
Well, even if somebody's a mile away from you and they're trying to talk to you, do you think you're going to hear them? If they're 1 mile away?
Not me, but like God is God. He's able to do anything. So he can like hear and what we're thinking and what we're saying and everything.
Okay, so all right, so we got 1,000, 12, 100,000. Two people said a gazillion. Allie Mae, how high do you think this ladder reached? Because it reached to heaven, so maybe it's at the bottom floor.
Hmm. I was thinking a number close to Love's number, but I'm not quite sure on that number anymore. I know it's so high you can't go up to it, but I don't know the number.
No, no, number. So give me a guess, though, because we're trying to see how high this ladder is, just to sort of get a picture in our mind what each of you is thinking of how high the ladder is.
Well, I'm in love with the gazillion part of it, but I don't know like how many I would do. Maybe like 10 gazillion, maybe?
10 gazillion?
Yeah.
That's pretty far away. How's he hearing your prayers?
Because God knows what we're thinking.
From 10 gazillion miles away?
Well, I mean, he's God. He can hear anything.
Maybe he has to get that far away to stop hearing the noise from a lot of people.
No.
Maybe you're bothering him. You were singing and he had to get far away from your voice.
No.
Okay, all right. Yeshua's got his hand up. Yeshua, then Mia.
I think the ladder is a zillion and 200.
So you're changing your answer from 1,000, 1,000.
A zillion and 1,200.
Well, why are you moving God in heaven farther away from us? Don't we want it close to us?
That's how far heaven is. Is you we don't even know how far is it.
Well, that's why we're giving it some thought, because he had a dream and the ladder was resting on the ground and reaching heaven. So we wanted to think, well, how high do we think that ladder is? Like I'm looking at a tree in front of my house and that thing's got to be, 100 feet tall or maybe
Maybe maybe 100 towers.
100 towers. How big is each tower?
100 feet.
So 100 times 100, we're back to 100,000.
Yes.
That's what your original answer was.
That's a 200 tower.
All right, let me ask Mia. Mia, you're the last one on our ladder idea. The ladder's reaching heaven. How high do you think the ladder is and why?
I don't know how far the ladder would be. I mean, I could probably think it's probably beyond the farthest galaxy maybe, and beyond the highest star, and maybe on time, because later on when Yeshua's gonna come to reign, it's gonna be eternity. He's gonna be ruling the kingdom for all eternity. So who knows how far heaven is. I think beyond time and beyond space.
So you think the ladder's beyond time, beyond space, but how's he seeing the ladder then? And how are these angels getting up and down the ladder if it's like beyond time and beyond space? That's some big ladder, and You know, them traveling up and down the ladder, aren't they going to trip and fall?
Maybe if we're talking about heaven, like in reality, I think heaven's beyond everything. But in this case, maybe heaven is at the top of the ladder, and the ladder's probably not that taller. I mean, of course, the ladder's very tall, but I don't know. I really don't know how far heaven would be. But I think at this point, maybe this ladder would be connecting Earth and heaven, but maybe not without space in between. Maybe.
Okay. All right. Good answer, everybody, because we don't know how tall the ladder is, but it's good to think about, you know, the dream and that the ladder is connecting the ground to heaven. So I think God is close. Okay. So Jehovah's close. Okay. He's always close to us and he hears our prayers. I don't think he's real far away. Okay. I think heaven is right near us. All right. So let's got a few more minutes. Just to let everybody know, this is going to be the last day of our class this week. We're not going to meet tomorrow, and then Thursday is Thanksgiving. So everybody's having their Thanksgiving or doing something like that, okay? So we'll just meet today, and we'll take the rest of the week off, okay? All right, let's see what we got here. Wow, look at that picture. That's an interesting picture. Mia, read verse 13 with feeling.
Then suddenly Jehovah was standing there next to him, and he said, I am Jehovah, the God of Abraham, your grandfather, and the God of Yitzhak. The land on which you are lying, I will give to you and your descendants.
Thank you, Mia. Good read. All right. What does the word suddenly mean, Yeshua? Suddenly. 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 What do you think suddenly means?
Suddenly means that something happened.
Something happened? Suddenly means something happened?
Yeah.
No. Okay, let's see. Take another try, Yeshua.
Like like something appeared. Like something dangerous appeared.
Something dangerous appeared. Okay. Let's see. Lev, what do you think, Lev? What is the word suddenly? Suddenly. Suddenly. Suddenly.
I'm thinking maybe it's just like one moment you look away and
You turn around, he's there.
and then like basically like maybe it's like God wasn't there. And then maybe Yaakov looked away and then he turned back and then God's there. That's how it is.
Wait, say it again.
That's how I think it is.
Okay, so let's think God was not there and then he's there. Allie Mae, give me the definition for the word suddenly, Allie Mae.
Suddenly means basically immediately. Like, so if I were to make an example of that, if I were outside and I turned around and my dad wasn't there and I turned back around and I turned around again and he was suddenly there. It means he appeared there. It was immediate. I guess he like walked up and was just like there and it scared me or something. Suddenly. You're muted.
Very good, Allie Mae. Okay, very good definition. Suddenly means when something happens in an instant, in a moment, like you close your eyes and then open them back up, and then something's suddenly there. Something immediately there. All right. Okay, so this is after the ladder. Then suddenly Jehovah was standing there next to him and said, I am Jehovah, the Elohim of Abraham, your grandfather, the Elohim of Yitzhak, the land on which you are lying I will give to you and your descendants. Victoria, why does he say this? It's in a dream. Why does he suddenly appear? Why does all of a sudden the angels disappear and then
I think maybe like God put that in his dream because like it was so God was showing that like the angels were like coming down from heaven like up and down, and then it was like a good thing, right? But then he showed like um he said this to to show to him that he like he was basically like watching him, and like for him not to do anything like bad and to not lie again.
Okay, so for him to not do anything, but he's in a dream. It's in a dream.
Yes, but it was like a warning, I think. Like he was saying that like he's God and that like he was watching him.
Okay, that's pretty good understanding. What do you think, Mia? And then suddenly Jehovah was standing there next to him and said, then he says, the land which you're lying on, I'm going to give to you and your descendants. Why do you think the angels are on this long ladder? Because you said this is a bajillion to gazillion miles. And all of a sudden, Jehovah's standing there. Everybody go, oh, we forgot to do the Ally May today. Ally May Day. Ah, everybody do their stretch. Ah, give it a big yawn. Ah. Okay. All right. So, Mia, what do you think? He's suddenly standing there. Is this for effect? Like, boom, I'm here. Aha!
No, there's not much significance to it. I think Jehovah wants to remind Yaakov that even though the circumstances are bad, like the reason why Yaakov's running away is because his brother wants to kill him. I think God was suddenly there so that he could tell Yaakov that no matter what's going on, I'm gonna still keep my promises.
Well, this is interesting timing of it, don't you think, Mia? He just left. It's like his first night away from his family's house, and so now, Jehovah's going to keep his promise to his father and his grandfather, even though Yaakov, you know, didn't do things totally proper.
Well, yeah, of course he didn't. Of course, I mean, just because Yaakov didn't do good, like in taking the blessing away and buying the birthright basically from Esau. I think yeah, even though he didn't do things properly, God, just because Yaakov didn't do something right, yeah, it doesn't mean that God's going to cancel his promise and just bring it to Esau instead. Because Yaakov because of hold on. Because God keeps his promises. So just because one person is doing bad doesn't mean he's gonna break his promise by not doing what he said he would, like not fulfilling his like not fulfilling his yes, but instead saying no. Because he said to Abraham, you and your descendants. So Yaakov is one of Abraham's descendants. So Yahweh's still gonna keep his promise, even though Yaakov's gonna have to go through a little bit of obstacles on the way.
Okay. All right. So God's going to fulfill his promises. All right. The other thing that we look at here is very important, that God is going to keep his promises. You know, sometimes we mess up, but God is always going to keep his side of the promises. Okay. That's one thing we got to think about. The other thing is, the last sentence in verse 13 says, the land on which you are lying, I will give to you and your descendants. Okay. So he's given him a promise here. The promise is this: you're going to be married and you're going to have children. And more than one children, because it says descendants. Okay. So child, more than one child, he's going to have children. Okay. So he's going to give him children. He's making a promise here. Okay. And he's making a promise that he's going to come back to this land. Okay. He's going to come back to it a second time. Okay. So that's sort of a prophecy of Israel. They're going to leave the land where they were. They're going to go do some other things and then come back to the land. And Jehovah's going to keep his promises to them and to their descendants. So this is what, when Israel got reborn in 1948, okay, God kept his promises. They left the land that they were in, had children, had descendants, and then came back into the land, okay, the land of the promise, okay. So here, this is a prophecy, okay, a prophecy. Let's see here. All right. I don't want to start a new thing because we only got 2 minutes. So let me wrap up our class today. All righty. I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 10. Yeshua had his hand up first.
I think 6.
You're wrong, Allie Mae.
1.
You're wrong, Ellie Shava.
No.
Okay,
10.
What number?
10.
You got it. Close us in prayer.
Thank you, Lord, for the beautiful thing. Thank you for the class. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my family. And thank you for blessing for everyone. Amen.
Amen. All right, you guys have a great day. Shalom, everybody.
Bye bye. Bye
Shalom.
Shalom.
bye. Bye bye.
oh, it's got to be 1.
Bye, Asher.
Shalom.
Bye.